Harry and Meghan really upset? Queen made a decision for Beatrice to inherit official council role. Princess Beatrice could get official council role as Queen falls ill could fall to her. Princess Beatrice could in theory take on a new role on behalf of the Queen as she falls ill, as other members of the royal family who would usually serve in the position are incapacitated, a royal biographer explained. Buckingham Palace announced on Sunday that the Queen has contracted COVID and will be isolating while carrying out light duties as she recovers. But questions have been raised over how the role of the monarch can be continued following the illness, with royal author Hugo Vickers explaining Princess Beatrice could become the next Counsellor of State. He explained there had been 6 people in the role who keeps the business of monarchy going, but there now exists only 2 viable options, and said Princess Beatrice would technically be the next option due to the line of succession. Speaking on Good Morning Britain, Mr. Vickers reflected on the Queen's illness and what that means for the wider royal family. He explained the Counsellors of State would normally step in, which include Princes William, Charles, Harry, and Andrew. However, due to recent events, Harry and Andrew would be unable to carry out their role. Mr. Vickers explained, if the monarch is unable to perform her duties, it used to be 6 counsellors. They used to be the Queen Mother and Prince Philip. Well, they're no longer around. So as you rightly say, it's the next in the line of succession, and 2 of them act as a quorum. So obviously, it would be Prince Charles and Prince William. Prince Harry is automatically excluded because he's living abroad. And I do agree with you that if Prince Andrew is undertaking no royal duties whatsoever, it's ludicrous to suggest that he might be a Counsellor of State. So at some stage, they probably ought to address that, in which case the next person, in theory, would be Princess Beatrice, who would be perfectly capable of being a Counsellor of State. They don't have to do very much, but there are certain things that they can't do. But they just keep the business of monarchy going, if you see what I mean, in the absence of the monarch, either abroad or through illness. While Princess Beatrice is 10th in succession, she is the next person after Prince Andrew, who is over the age of 21 and can therefore be a counsellor. Prince Andrew came to an out-of-court settlement with Virginia Giuffre, with calls growing to remove his Duke of York title. Political commentator Patrick O'Flynn appeared on Jeremy Vine on 5 and said the process was much simpler than many may think. Is Meghan Markle cutting Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie out of her social circle? One tabloid claims the Duchess told Prince Harry to stop talking to his cousins. Here's the latest gossip about the Sussexes' friendship with the York sisters. The latest edition of reports Meghan Markle doesn't want anything to do with her cousins-in-law, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. While Prince Harry has always been close with the princesses, Markle fears getting caught up in their father's latest scandal. Harry and Eugenie have always been thick as thieves, and he was close with Beatrice growing up as well, an insider dishes. They always had a great time together, well into adulthood, until the past few weeks. Apparently, as soon as Markle heard that Prince Andrew would appear in court to face allegations of sexually abusing one of Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking victims, she cut off all communications with the disgraced prince's daughters. Ever since Andrew's spectacular fall from grace, though, the Sussexes aren't picking up Eugenie's calls, and their texts to the Yorks are devoid of their usual warmth, the snitch whispers. And Eugenie is hurt by Markle's coldness. Whatever her dad's involved in, it's not her fault, and she figured her friendship with the Sussexes would be strong enough to withstand that, the tipster confides.